We bad boy killer. We kill.
Bad boy killer.
We kill. We kill. We kill.
That was hard.
Tell me that one a hard ass fucking diss track.
That may be the best diss track I've ever heard.
No. What's good, YouTube? This is James.
up, motherfucker?
So today we're gonna react to a older video by one of the first rappers I ever listened to, and liked. Actually, the first rapper I ever listened to was MC Hammer.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
But I didn't really enjoy that. First one I ever listened to and liked was a guy named, y'all might not know him. He's independent. He was independent for a long time. He's a small guy. Tupac.
I've heard that name.
Yeah. I mean, you might have in passing, but little track called "Hit 'Em Up." You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I know the song.
What do you know about it?
I know the song is very good, and it's about some conflict he had with another small rapper at the time.
True.
I was a kid.
And so was I.
Well, I was, 12, 13 when it came out?
All right. So really quick analysis of what happened, what led up to that song, "Hit 'Em Up." It's a diss track. It's probably one of the most famous diss tracks ever done by a hip-hop artist. It was due to a shooting that took place. Tupac Shakur was headed to Quad Studios in New York near Times Square to do a feature verse for a rapper named Lil Sean for $7,000.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. He got there and he walked in, and as he walked in, three guys ambushed him and tried to rob him. Well, they did rob him. And Tupac, being the hothead he decided to go for his weapon, and they shot him 5 times. Twice in the head, once in the left hand, I believe, and twice in the testicles. And he actually lost a testicle.
Really?
Yes, he did.
I did not know that.
Yes, he did. So he went to the hospital. 3 hours after surgery, he checked himself out. 3 hours. And the next day,
It was hard.
just insult to injury, the next day, he went to court for his sexual assault charges, and he was convicted of sexual assault. The next day, wheelchaired in the courtroom, and he was convicted on 3 counts of some sort of sexual assault. I can't remember the actual counts. But he went to prison. While he was in prison, Biggie come out with a song called "Who Shot You?" And back up. Biggie and Puffy was in Quad Studios when it happened, so Tupac had, small suspicions that maybe they had something to do with it. Then when he was in prison, Biggie come out with a song called "Who Shot You?" And
This was all covered, well, not all of it, but a lot of it was covered in that "All Eyes on Me," right?
yeah, and it just
Good movie.
it was too coincidental, like that song to come out. Anyway, Biggie and Puffy always claimed it wasn't about Tupac, but I don't believe it. They said it was written like months before the shooting. Anyway, he got out and all right, so he was shot November 30th, early morning, December 1st, 1994. He went to prison, started serving his sentence February 14th. I think the song came out February 20th of 95. "Who Shot You?" He spent like 9 months in prison. He won an appeal, got bonded out, and Suge Knight of Death Row bonded him out on $1.4 million. So a few months later, actually 3 months before he died, "Hit 'Em Up" was released. And it's a very, very vicious song to Bad Boy, Big Puff, a lot of East Coast rappers, Junior Mafia, Mobb Deep, mainly Prodigy, who has sickle cell anemia and actually died from complications of that a few years ago. But Tupac went after him. But let's check out the video.
I was younger than I was thinking. I was like 9 or 10, and I remember this.
All right. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Here's the video.
So you're going to pause this video and give me some context? I'm talking about, break it down and all.
I'm going to try to.
All right.
All right.
I got the context of what led up to the music itself. Because I've heard the song.
No, I'll let you know what I do know about it anyway. As we go through the song, we might need volume
right there.
I ain't got no motherfucker. So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Them's fighting words.
That was
and
hard.
if you hear it, like as soon as the song starts, you hear him ad lib in the background, suck ass.
Yeah.
So he had a little animosity towards Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
Actually, this song, the beat was Tupac's. He got it from a producer, and then I believe somehow Biggie stole the beat, or he used the beat before Tupac on a song called "Get Money," and so they used the beat on this song, and spun "Get Money" to "Take Money." Actually, Faith Evans, which was his ex-wife at the time, or estranged wife or something, but she supposedly did background singing on this video, on this song. I mean, Faith Evans. So, but she didn't know what the song was going to be about when she done it. So here we go. See if you can hear "Suck Ass."
I ain't got no motherfucker.
okay.
So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West side, bad boy killers. You know who the realest is, niggas. We bring it to you. That's alright.
He reiterates the
First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a
That's
player,
Biggie and there's Lil' Kim.
We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak.
This Puffy boy.
Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia, some mark ass bitches. We keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the boots. You know the rules. Lil' Caesar, go ask your homie how I leave your.
All right, Lil C's. He was a guy.
Who's that?
He was a guy. He was a young guy in Junior Mafia, like almost like the Outlaws in this. Biggie Smalls had Junior Mafia as his little homies, his little clique. But they go after Lil Cease like 3 or 4 different times in the song. Just him specifically. They like him, Prodigy, Biggie, and Puff is the ones who gets the blunt of this song.
You just said Puff and Blunt in the same sense.
All right.
Young ass up, seen you in pieces. Now be deceased. Lil' Kim, don't fuck around with real G's. Quick to snatch your ugly
Snatch
ass.
that damn wig off.
So fuck peace. I let the niggas know it's on for life. Don't let the west side ride the night. Bad boy murdered on wax and kill. Fuck with me and get your caps peeled. You know, see, grab.
All right. So originally, Tupac was only wanting to put one verse on this, but after Hussein Fato's verse, this next verse, it was so hot to Tupac, so he got on the second verse. But here's Fato's.
Blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac. Who shot me? But your pumps didn't finish. Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Nigga, I hit him up. Niggas out. You motherfuckers know what time it is. I don't even know why I'm on this track. Y'all niggas ain't even on my level. I'm
Really
my little
pissed.
homies ride on you bitch made ass bad boy bitches. Feel.
Get out the way, yo, get out the way, yo. Biggie Smalls just got dropped. Little move past the Mac and let me hit him in his back. Frank White,
this guy can't dance.
Right for setting traps. Little accident murderer.
All right, so Lil Moo, he said Lil Moo passed the Mac. Lil Moo is Napoleon, which is another guy in the Outlaws. He's not on this track. But and Frank White, he was referring to Biggie. Frank White was another alias of Biggie. He got it from a movie, King of New York. Christopher Walken starred in it in like 90, 89, 90, 91. But the character's name was Frank White, and he was a gangster in the movie. So Biggie took on that alias, talking about I'm the Black Frank White. So that's what he's talking about, Frank White.
And I ain't never heard of ya. Poisonous cats attack when I'm serving ya. Spank and shake your whole style when I gank. Guard your rank, cause I'ma slam your ass in the paint. Puffy weekend in the fucking block, I'm running through, nigga. And I'm smoking Junior Mafia in front of you, nigga. With the ready power, tucking my gas under my Eddie Power. Your clown petty sour, I'll put packages every hour. Hit 'em up.
Grab your blocks when you see Tupac.
So after Tupac heard that verse, he decides to put another verse on.
Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace.
And he doubles down on it.
How we do it, keep it real, it's penitentiary steel. This ain't no freestyle battle, all you niggas getting killed.
All right, you're talking about this ain't no freestyle battle because Biggie was brought up freestyling in the streets of New York, Brooklyn, I believe. But That's what he's telling. He said, "This ain't a freestyle battle. I'm gonna fucking kill you." I mean, he's pissed. This ain't no fucking. It may be rap, but this ain't no rap beat. He was fucking pissed. He was serious about this shit.
Clouds open, trying to come up over me, you in the clouds open. Smoking dope, it's like a Sherman. Niggas think they learn to fly, but they burn, motherfucker, you deserve to die. Talking about you getting money, but it's funny to me. All you niggas living for me while you fucking with me. I'm a self-made millionaire, thug living out of prison, pistols in the air. Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on the couch and beg a bitch to let you sleep in the house?
All right, you know what that is?
Yeah, I remember that was also covered, and either the Tupac movie or the Biggie movie. The Biggie movie didn't have a lot of Pac in it.
Yeah.
So that had to be the Tupac movie.
I barely remember that movie. I know Biggie was like, he looked up to Pac a lot. And Tupac actually, they were really good friends. They actually like, he was like Biggie's mentor, Tupac was. And Tupac looked after him, let him come on his show. Before Biggie was big, he let it on his shows and stuff, he let him come up and play a song or two. But Tupac actually looked after him, and whenever he went to Los Angeles, he would let him sleep at his house.
Yeah.
So he's like, remember when I let you sleep in my crib or whatever, and then, but I had to beg my bitch to let you sleep in the house.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now it's all about Versace. You copy my style.
All right. So what he's talking about there is Versace is, I think he's an Italian fashion designer or something. Tupac was like one of the first ones to wear these really, really nice high fashion, high class clothes.
Yeah.
And then Biggie started doing it. So he's like, it's all about Versace. Like, you copy my style. So Biggie like got his whole style from Pac. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So.
Shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smelled. Now I'm back to set the record straight. With my AK, I'm still the thug in the house. Now it's all about Versace. You copy my style. 5 shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smelled. Now I'm back to set the record straight. With my AK, I'm still the thug that you love to hate. Motherfucker, I hear
from any W jurors with plenty murders occurs. No points of comments, we bring the drama to all you heard. Knuckle check the scenario. Little C's, I bring you fake G's to your knees, copping please in these scenario. Little Kim is you coked up or doped up. It's your little Junior Whopper click
He said Junior
up.
Whopper.
What the fuck is you stupid? I take money crashing and mashing through Brooklyn. With my click looting, shooting and polluting your block. With 15 shot, cock lock to your knot. Outlaw mafia click, moving up another notch. In your box top spots, get mopped and dropped. And all your fake ass East Coast box brainstormed and locked.
So e.d.i. He's the only one alive, actually. This guy here. Yeah. I was talking when that started. Let's go back to him. He's the only one alive now out of all the ones that were in this song. And Tupac, of course, passed. Hussein passed. Gaddafi passed. I believe I'm right. And e.d.i. is the only one alive to this day. But at the beginning here, he says you're a beat biter. Because they stole this beat. They were planning on making a song to it, and they stole this beat. Mm-hmm. So he said, you're a beat biter. I think he said a Pac style taker. So.
A beat biter, a Pac style taker. I tell you to your face, you ain't shit but a faker. So for the Alizé with a chaser, about to get murdered for the paper. E.d.i. approach the scene of the caper.
He said you have to chase Alizé with something. Alizé was supposed to be, I've never had it. But I read it was supposed, Alizé was like a girl drink. It was like a really, really like weak girl drink. That's hard.
We ain't no motherfucking joke, dog. Like niggas better be known. We approaching in a wide open gun smoking. No need for hoping it's a battle lost. I got him crossed as soon as the funk was popping off. Nigga, I hit him up.
And here's his famous
I see them,
outro.
they run. They don't want to see us. Whole Junior Mafia clique dressing up trying to be us. How the fuck they gonna be the mob when we always on our job? We millionaires. Killing ain't fair, but somebody gotta do it.
All right, so apparently they didn't even know Tupac was gonna do this. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe he spit this like off the top. Like he was just so pissed off, especially at the end. Johnny J, which is the producer of this beat, he was in the studio and he said that there was so much fury and viciousness in Tupac. He said it was almost like he was superhuman. He was so mad. Like, he was so mad. They even said when he was in there doing the outro, the mic shorted out.
I don't remember the outro.
Here,
as of right now, I don't feel like I remember. If I hear it, I'm sure I'll.
Come on, when we always on our job, we millionaires. Killing ain't fair, but somebody gotta do it. Oh Oh yeah, Mob Deep. You wanna fuck with us? You little young ass motherfuckers. Don't one of you niggas got sickle cell or something? You fucking with me, nigga, you fuck around, have a seizure or a heart attack. You better back the fuck up when you get smacked the fuck up. That's how we do it on our side. Any of you niggas from New York that wanna bring it, bring it. But we ain't singing, we bringing drama. Fuck you and your motherfucking mama. We gonna kill all you motherfuckers. Now when I came out, I told you it was just about Biggie. Then everybody had to open their mouth with a motherfucker opinion. Well, this how we gonna do this. Fuck Mob Deep. Fuck Biggie. Fuck Bad Boy as a staff, record label, and as a motherfucking crew. And if you wanna be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too. Chino XL, fuck you too. All you motherfuckers, fuck you too.
This is where he takes piss.
All of y'all motherfuckers, fuck you, die slow, motherfucker. My phone make sure all y'all kids don't grow. You motherfuckers can't be us or see us. We motherfucking thug like riders, west side till we die. Out here in California, nigga, we warn you, we'll bomb on you motherfuckers. We do our job. You think you mob, nigga, we the motherfucking mob. Ain't nothing but killers and the real niggas, all you motherfuckers feelers. Our shits go triple and four quadruple. You niggas laugh cause our staff got guns in they motherfuckers belt. You know how it is when we drop records, they felt. You niggas can't feel it. We the realest. Fuck them. We Bad Boy killer. We kill.
Bad Boy killer.
We kill.
That was hard.
Tell me that one on hard ass fucking diss track.
That may be the best diss track I've ever heard.
No.